What's up, everyone? This is Taker25700 with an archaeology update. So about the researchers, I found out pretty quickly that I didn't want to spend time expanding my research team right now. I wanted to continue solving 20 of Gillinor's greatest mysteries and pressing on toward the Guild Master qualification. Yesterday, I solved Secrets of the Inquisition. I got Aurelius's Mask, thus the Shadow's Grace relic power. I also started looking into relic powers I might want to use. I'd like to get the Flow State power at level 102 and then Inspire Effort all the way down the road at 117. But I have time to figure out what's a must-have for whatever it is I'm doing at the time. It looks like Shadow's Grace will reduce the cooldown time for abilities like Surge, but they won't generate adrenaline when used. So still a long ways away from 120 here. I did get 100 last night. It looks like I'm going to get 101 today. I've also been examining other players, especially those that have the Master Archaeology cape, because obviously I want to learn from the Masters. I want to see what other players are doing. I have found that some common items were the Grace of the Elves and the Pontifex Observation Ring, as well as Signs of the Porter. The Pontifex Ring upgrades require some questing, like doing a Xandra's quest. Signs of the Porter are useful to cut down on banking, especially for the remote sites that don't have a lot of material carts. I'm very lucky that at this site I'm at the Orinthan Dig site, I have a materials cart right here. So if you're looking for like the most common item that I see that almost everyone has, it's definitely the Grace of the Elves. Now, it is 78 mil, which is not a lot these days in the game, but not everybody has that. So if you can afford it, I'd definitely recommend it. I've got to get one myself. I do have the money for it, I'm just really picky about how I spend it. But it looks like this necklace will greatly improve my gathering. It'll pay for itself eventually, especially if I go for 120 woodcutting and mining in the future. For archaeology, though, I think I'd like to use the Grace of the Elves with the auto screener to get rid of the soil. Another thing I did was I stopped over at May's quest shop. I wanted to see if I can get a lore hound to get pages faster. I assigned some quest points to, I think, the pet track or whatever it's called, and I ended up with this guy right here, Didymus the lore hound. Who is a very good boy, as you can tell by his examine. The Lorehound can be upgraded too to do a bunch of other things, both cosmetic and functional. So for example, I got the upgrade that allows me to hopefully get pages faster when I'm excavating and doing mysteries. And I just want to remind y'all not to get lost when you're AFKing. Yesterday I spent maybe 15 minutes longer than I had to excavating Inquisitor's remains over at the Seniston Dig site, when I was supposed to switch to Marketplace Remains for the next Critics Review page. But I got caught up watching some gameplay for Ace Combat 5. A nice long video to have in the background. It's like 8 hours of gameplay. Really liked it when I was a kid. Came out in the early 2000s and has a cool storyline, great music, dialogue, visuals. So that's been keeping me distracted as I go for these pages. On one of my previous trips, a complete tome appeared in my inventory while I was excavating, and I forgot what they were used for at first. Luckily, the game was very helpful, telling me to go to the, or study the desk in the Archaeology Guild, so that got me some extra XP. And by the way, something else about the Lorehound is the unlock that you want is called Lore Helper, which costs 125 quest points allocated to the quest track, and I was excited to see if this would really make finding the pages faster. I think it's alright so far, but this guy is so cool. I have him out right now, and you can talk to him, or interact with him and ask him about his favorite adventures. He also has some supplies that he can give you, ropes, law runes. You can ask him about his past. He's a good tracker and he knows it. He's not exactly humble. In fact, he even thinks you're his pet. So after 30 minutes of excavating, I had yet to find the 4th page that I needed. So I wasn't impressed with the Lorehound so far, but I do have more pages to go for other mysteries. And a few minutes after I said that, I got my 4th ancient page last night and went on to complete the Night Theater mystery. I then ended up getting my 5th page in just about 10 minutes after that. I also did the Queen of Icene mystery, which was a lower level one, but if you remember, I did lamp a lot of the way to 99, so I missed a lot of content on the way. I really don't mind checking it all out, taking my time to immerse in the skill, and go back to the basics. Next up was the Spy Who Loved Metal, rewarding a small 12k XP lamp, and really I'll take what I can get. Plus I've only got 3 more mysteries to solve, actually 2 at the time of this video, to check off that box for the Guildmaster qualification. I stayed at the Stormguard Citadel to complete Howl's Floating Workshop for access to Ancient Invention, and promptly finished a study in Aether too. Right now I'm up in Anachronia, doing some Dragonkin coffins, requiring 99 Archaeology. I'm hoping to get 2 more pages before I can head out and do another mystery. So I currently just have this one and another before I hit 20. After that, I'm going to continue sending my research teams out, probably do the 24-hour expeditions for 5 days, and that'll more than cover the 168 hours that I need for Guildmaster. Of course, the worst part is going to be restoring artifacts, and for that, I think I'm just going to camp at the Carrot at Dig Site. I've really just been doing my own thing, kind of getting a feel for how to best train the skill and what to pursue, and the more I learn, the more useful these videos could be for you guys. So thank you for watching, make sure to like and subscribe below, comment down below on what mysteries you'd recommend completing. See you in Gillinor, my friends.